Did you guys catch my shirt today? Being a good fan, we're still Super Bowl champs, so I'm so happy I can say that. Never thought I'd live to see the day, but if you're from Philly, you can appreciate my shirt. Hi dolls. Thank you so much for coming back. I'm so glad you're here. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe, like this video, comment, do what you gotta do, help a girl out. I would love to keep making videos, but I only want to do it if you want to see them. So, if you like what you see, do all those things for me, please. I would more than appreciate it. So today I'm going to be showing you how I did this smoky, plummy, but like icy cut crease look. I am recreating this. I did this on my Instagram a couple months back, and a special request came in from my girl Lucia, one of my good friends, and she was just dying over this look and was like, please teach me how to do it. And I thought it was a really pretty look too, not too crazy dramatic like some of my other looks, but it still makes a statement, but it's pretty cool tones, and I thought, all right, let me do it. So here I am filming this for y'alls, and thanks girl. Shout out to Lucia, my baby. I'm happy to do this for you, and I hope you guys like this look. I'll show you what the look looked like over here somewhere, and you can use that as a frame of reference. Let's jump into the video. Alright, so as you can see, I have my one eye already done, and I went ahead and blanked out this eye so that we could get started. So all I used was the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro Total Coverage Concealer in white, and I just wanted to blank out my entire lid, so I used that, and then I set it with a light cream colored shadow, just so we could have a smooth base and it would make everything easy to blend. So I just used one of the cream colored shadows in one of the palettes that I'm going to be using, which is the Colourpop Fame palette. I love this one. It's very cool toned, and I used this center stage shade right here. So I went ahead and did that, and now let's get started on shadow. Alright, so I'm gonna go in first with the color Clubhouse in this palette, and I'm gonna take my trusty BH number 5 brush, and I'm just gonna start placing this in my high crease area, and you'll see here. I'm just gonna build this color up just a little bit slowly, and I like to bring my shadow high, as I've said before, because I have a lot of space. So I'm just going to be lightly adding this. Building it up slowly. Working in little circle motions and windshield wipers, as they like to say. And I'm just getting a soft wash of color first. And just go slow, because if you put too much product at first, you're just gonna be blending for 10 years because you slapped it on and you can't get it to move now. But that's what laying down that cream shadow first, like cream colored shadow, will help do. So just pretty much fluffing this all over the place. And then I'm gonna start mixing in a little bit of this Stardom shade up here. It's a little bit pinkier looking, and I'm gonna take that on the BH number 6 brush from the Rose Gold collection, and I'm just gonna work that a little bit higher so we have a little bit more of a pink crease higher up, and then it fades into more darker plums. Yeah, I think that's what it looked like in the picture, so that's what I'm going with. It may not be exactly the same as what I had, but I'm gonna try my hardest to make it look the same. And then kind of just want to go back and forth with those colors. and build it up to your desired intensity. See, we're getting there. Trying to match everything up. And then at this point, since I have a nice base of those two colors laid down, I will take more of a packing brush and pack it on so that we get some deeper pigment and higher pigment, and then blend it out with those brushes again. So I'm going to use this BH 119 brush from the Favorites collection, and I'm just going to go back in with that Clubhouse shade and just kind of pack it on a little bit. And you'll see it's a little deeper in my inner crease, like right where my socket is. And doing that, you're just pressing it in, and then you can go in and blend it out with those other brushes. So if it looks a little nuts, you're gonna be blending it out. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with the fluffy blending brush and blend that out. Just gonna go back in and pack a little more on and just work until I feel like it looks how I would like. I love plum colored eye looks for brown eyes, especially any type of plums, purples, what have you. I do think it brings out the brown. I'm just going to deepen this crease up a little bit more. So we're going to be going into the Milani Most Loved Mattes palette, and this thing is so dirty. Oh my god, it looks horrible. But I'm going to be going into more of these purpley plum shades as well. I'm going to be going into this guy, and it is called No Plum Intended, and we're going to be taking that a number 6 BH brush, and I'm going to be going in to that more of my socket as well. And I'm going to do the pack and blend. And this will help us get that deepness that we're seeing in the crease right there. But I have a trick that I will show you in a few minutes that will help us make the crease. And I'm going to have to get close up when I do my lid, because that is some very detailed work. And I feel like we lost a little bit of that more pinky mauve color stardom at the top, so I'm going to go back in and just add that a little bit. If you just see your colors that you were putting down like getting lost a little bit, you can always just re-intensify. It's just a matter of how much you really want to blend. But I want that top color to show. Cool. So now we are going to go in and add this magnificent lid shade. And this is actually a liquid shadow. This is from Essence. It's the Essence Metal Shock Liquid Eyeshadow in the color Stars and Stories. It's a very pretty, like very light pinky lavender shade. And what I did on this eye was a cut crease, and that is the same thing I did in the picture on Instagram. If you're not sure what a cut crease is, it basically, for anyone who has smaller lids, people with mono lids that really don't have like an eye socket that shows or is visible, basically it's kind of a technique that helps you create the appearance of a larger lid and a more defined crease. So as you can see on this eye, my crease is right about here, but I exaggerate that with a cut crease and I lift my crease and you can see how high it is here. So it's cutting off here and making my lid appear bigger, which I like for more dramatic looks and nighttime looks. It just can make all the difference. So I am gonna go ahead and do that. If you do not know how to do a cut crease and you're still afraid to try after I show you how I do this, then you can just go ahead and apply this kind of shade or this exact shade on your lid, and you don't have to do a cut crease. I think it would look pretty either way. I just did a cut crease in the photo, so I'm gonna do that now. Basically just took some of this on the back of my hand, just get a lot on there, and I'm gonna use like a flat synthetic brush to put this on. This is the, I'm sorry that these brushes are all BH, but they're the most recent ones that I've bought, and they're all sitting in a little cup right here, so that'll be easy to remember though. This is the BH number 7 brush. I'm taking some off the back of my hand, and what I'm gonna do, I need my tiny mirror for this, gotta get close. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sketch out above my natural crease, so basically above my socket area, and I'm gonna start drawing the line of where I want my lid to appear. And I used to suck at cut creases. I will not say that I'm perfect by any means, but I am getting a lot better. And if you keep practicing, they will get easier for you, because I do not have an easy lid to do a cut crease on. I have semi deep set eyes, and my lid kind of matches up with my crease when I open and close, like when I open my eye. So it's kind of hard for me, but I found a way to do it, and if I can achieve it, you can. So practice if you want. It may actually be easier if I go in and slap some on the lid and then move it around. So I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna start moving it around. I'm sorry if I don't talk much while I'm doing this. I sometimes hold my breath because it's as stressful as doing a winged liner, at least for me. Also, it's a little difficult to try and match it up to the first side that you did. Sure, mine is not going to match identical, but that's okay. It will still look banging. Just take your time with this, especially if you're not used to doing cut creases. The faster I try and go, I always screw up. And we're gonna just do a half cut crease, so we're gonna take it 3/4 of the way across our lid. When you're getting toward the outer edge of your eye, you wanna feather it out so that it fades into the darker colors that we're gonna be putting on the outside. So you can see on this lid how the inner crease is really defined, and we're still seeing that darker purple, and we really can't see that over here. So that's a trick I like to do with cut creases to re-intensify all the crease shades that we put down, so that we don't like just cut over them and they get lost. So what I like to do is take a little tiny eyeliner brush, like one of these little paintbrush looking brushes, and I will go back in with the darker crease shade that we used. So I'm gonna go back into that Milani palette and use that Plum, and I'm gonna go in the inner corner, and it really makes the cut crease line look really crisp. But if it looks like a line was drawn on like it does right now, we can go in and we'll blend it out. It's basically just a way to like save your work, like if you took it too far. And I have some fallout on my face. Like I said, cut creases don't always match, but once you have lashes and stuff on, no one will be able to tell, so it's fine. If your makeup is completely perfect, I applaud you. Mine is not. It usually doesn't match. That's fine. I've lived with it. I've done pretty okay so far. Now, at this point, we're looking pretty good in terms of the crease. Now we're gonna work on the outer edge of our eye. So basically, sometimes since we used a liquid shadow, it's a little hard to blend the edge with the powder shadow. So what I like to do is basically go in with a metallic shade and kind of mesh the two together. So I'm gonna go back in to the Colourpop palette and use this color down here, Piece of Me. And I'm gonna place that on the edge of our cut crease. Basically just blurring the edge of that cream shadow. It's probably too big of a brush. This is the Real Techniques Instapop Shade Brush. There we go. Now we're getting some definition. So it just looked like a big stark cut. So we're just trying to fade the edges in so that the crease really pops, but we're still making everything like meld into each other. And just go back and blend where you need to blend. And now the deepest shade we'll be using is Lifestyle from this Colourpop palette. And we're gonna go on the very outer edge. Little, basically like your outer V. And then you can kind of slowly, once you have less product, blend it into the crease to match all the shades you already put down. And just take your blending brushes and go through. Now we can start working on our lower lash line, and I'm just gonna go back in with that shade in the Milani palette, the No Plum Intended, and I'm gonna take that on this Eco Tools smudge and blend brush and just start placing that under the eye. And I'm taking it like 3/4 of the way into the eye. I don't want it to get right up there. Just, it's pretty close actually. And you can take this as far down as you would like to get it as smoky as you'd like. And then I'm gonna go in, back in to the Colourpop palette and use the Lifestyle shade right on the outside. Not taking that too far in. See? Doing pretty good. Pretty close to matching. I mean, not perfect, but we're there, whatever. I am going to add some color on the inner corner and my brow bone. So I'm gonna go in to the shade Extravaganza from the FAVE palette. I'm gonna take this on the Real Techniques Instapop shade brush, crease brush, and place that shade on my brow bone. Ooh. And the inner corner of my eye for some pop. This is a really pretty shade. It's like a pearly, two-toned pink. Alright. And I'm going to finish off the bottom lash line with some gel eyeliner from Essence, the Extreme Lasting Eye Pencil in the shade, but first, Espresso. Just going to put this on my waterline and try not to poke my eye out. Ooh, she's looking cute. Okay, so what I already had on my face, obviously you saw that my face makeup and everything was done. The blush I had on was the Makeup Revolution matte powder blush in the color Nude. Really cheap, $5 at Ulta. It's like a pretty, it goes with a lot of different looks. So that's what I'm wearing on my cheeks. I am wearing my standard Amrezy Highlight by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I'm also wearing on my lips a NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in the shade Moonwalk, just all over my lips. And then on top of that, I am wearing the Maybelline Vivid Hot Lacquer. Oh my god, it's so crusty. I'm wearing the Vivid Hot Lacquer in Tease, which is a really pale pink, super cute for a plummy eye look like this. I am going to finish my look by just adding some liner, my mascara on the bottom, and some lashes, and I'll be right back. Alright fam, I'm back. I got my lashes on, I got a little bit of eyeliner, I finished my mascara on the bottom, so I have Ardell Wispy 113 lashes on. I used Wet n Wild MegaLiner in black as my eyeliner, and this is what the look looks like, completed. Oh my god guys, totally forgot about setting spray. Let me just say this setting spray is bomb. It is the Catrice Prime and Fine Dewy Glow Fixing Spray. This stuff has like shimmer in it. You can see it when you shake the bottle and look at it, but honestly, it gives you such a beautiful finish if you feel like your skin is too powdery or you look too matte, but you have to shake this up, or you will just, you may come out with a big shimmer blob on your face. So please shake this vigorously before you spray. But this stuff is great, so you should get it. It's at Ulta. And it has a nice scent too. It doesn't have like a chemically gross smell. And I think it's alcohol free. I'm very into alcohol free sprays. But this is what we got going on here, guys. Plummy, pretty, dramatic. It's dramatic, but I feel, like I said, if you don't want to do the cut crease aspect, use all the same products and just get a similar look without the cut crease. It's still going to be beautiful. You could wear this and take it as intense or as soft as you would like, but I think it's really pretty, and I'm glad I filmed this. And thank you, Lucia, for making me want to pick this one. But I'm glad you suggested it, and I hope that I taught you something. And this is the finished look. Please like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you want to see next. I am taking suggestions all the time. Anything anyone wants to see, I am down to film. Please let me know. Hit a girl up, DM me, whatever you gotta do. Please come back for more. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see ya next time. Bye, dolls.